Okay, so question 4 is quite straightforward. What the manager is telling us here is that our formulas are vulnerable to errors. And this is the case because some orders may not have a valid payment method. We have not accounted for this. And so if there is no valid payment method, then there will be an error that Excel will spit out. So we are to update the formulas that we have, wrapping it in if error so that these errors are caught in a more professional way. And we are to display no match if, let's say, we cannot find a matching payment method within the convenience table. Let's take a look at our table here. We have 3 payment methods. Imagine, let's say here, I change this to cash. We don't have cash within the convenience fee. And you notice that our VLOOKUP is actually looking up this table, but we don't have cash. And for H8, I've changed it to cash. What we can do here so that this is more professional is we can use the Iferror function. It's very simple. It has 2 arguments. The first argument is what we do if there is no error. The second argument is what we want to have done or what we want Excel to do if there is an error. Yeah. So here, let's take a look. I would wrap around my function with this if error. And then if there's no error, this is what I want to see happen. If there is an error, this is what I want Excel to spit out. No match. Yeah. And then close parentheses. That's it. So I'm going to copy this formula to the first cell. Then I'll copy it down. So you notice, okay, so here should be H2 because it's the first one. Then this is no match because it's cash and we don't have cash on this table. The same thing here. What we can do is to wrap our index function here with the if error so that if there's any if error, okay. What we do, simple, if there is an error, yeah. What am I doing? Okay. If there is an error, what I want to see is for it to spit out no match. So some of these functions are not intuitive to the human brain, right? Because what you would think is to read this function as if error, do this, if no error, do that. But it's actually the reverse. If there is no error, do this first argument, the first part of the function. But if there is an error, do the second. So here, if error, if there is an error, you want to impose or impute no function, or output rather, no match. But if there is no error, you want to run the index function. Yeah. So just learning how to read these functions or these functions is really critical. The best way to learn writing functions or programming, the first step is learn how to read code, learn how to read the functions in plain English. If there is an error, I want to output no match. If there is no error, do this. Yeah. So learning how to read these functions and the arguments within the functions is going to help us a lot. Let's stop here. Again, if we have any questions, we are more than happy to address them. Yeah, thank you.